My name is Melissa Melton, and just like First Lady Michelle Obama, I'm first.
I'm first.
I was the first person in my family to get a master's degree, and the second person to get a bachelor's degree, or a degree of any kind. And just like Michelle Obama, I signed on to the giant Ponzi scheme that is federal student loans in this country. Before you join Michelle and I and get your own federal student loans, perhaps you should consider a few statistics. For example, outstanding student debt in this country has tripled in the last decade to over $1 trillion. That's trillion, with a T. A record high number of people can't even afford to pay back their student loans in this country. In fact, $90 billion worth of student loans are currently in default, with another $90 billion in forbearance. And according to the U.S. Department of Education, 30% of 20 to 24-year-olds in this country are neither employed nor going to school, meaning a lot of people are living in their mother's basements. And that's mostly because there just simply are not enough jobs. If you look at this chart here, you can clearly see that at least twice as many people in most job sectors in this country are looking for a job than there are jobs available to get. Meanwhile, while I'm the first person in my family to get a master's degree, and the second person in my family to get any type of degree, in fact I have 3 degrees, I also have 3 part-time jobs, just to pay all of my bills. And while Michelle Obama is taking multi-million-dollar taxpayer-funded vacations to Hawaii, I haven't taken any vacations anywhere. I can't. I have to pay back my student loans. So would I tell my kids, just like Michelle has, that no matter where you come from or how much money your family has,
No matter where you come from or how much money your family has, I want you to know that you can succeed in college.
I want you to know you can succeed in college? Sure, kids, you can get the grades, but can you really afford to pay the soul-crushing, dream-murdering burden that is federal student loans, following you around and haunting your adulthood like a bloodthirsty banshee straight out of a Japanese horror film? Starting your life out in a country where only 47% of adults even have a full-time job, and the fastest growing job sector is food service? Sure you can if you have a rich daddy or you plan to marry a future president, am I right? Otherwise, you'd better be prepared to pay. Because if you don't, they will hunt you down. I mean, you're supposed to sign on to become a debt slave to the government through the federal student loan program, and you're supposed to take advice on that from a woman who admits that she had the wrong size sheet on her bed and slept uncomfortably that way for a whole year.
I didn't even know how to furnish my own dorm room. In fact, when I moved in, I realized that I hadn't even packed the right size sheets for my bed. Mine were way too short, and I ended up sleeping that way for my entire freshman year.
I mean, you took out loans, go buy a sheet. How hard is that? You went to Princeton? What? Because you know, that Russian literature degree is really going to come in handy when you're down waiting tables at the International House of Pancakes.